Hello, this is my first time doing a video, and something's just been pulling on me to talk about this topic for a while. But in the wake of this week, it's pulled on me a little bit more. So, for those of you that don't know, this week, starting yesterday, was National Infertility Awareness Week. And this affects me and my family, and I just want to talk about it. So, it comes around 1 week a year, and most people don't like to talk about it. If they've been through it, sometimes they'll post something, sometimes they won't, but usually it's something that people stay quiet about. And I've been going through it for many years and felt like the support is out there, and I want people to know about it and be able to come talk with me if they feel like they need some support or questions answered. So I've been going through my infertility journey since 2015. To date, I've had gone through IVF 4 times, and I'm working on my seventh transfer. I know a lot of people might not know what that means, and I can get into that more, definitely. Um, but it just so happens that this week I'm actually getting my seventh transfer on National Infertility Awareness Week, which I thought was even more of a reason for me to come and talk. Everyone's journey is different. And I realize when I'm at these fertility clinics that people don't look at each other, people don't talk. We're all there for similar things, but it's like unspoken. Nobody wants to really talk about what they're going through. I'm on a couple Facebook groups and we'll talk there and get advice, but it is such a lonely thing to go through. And I think more people need to talk about it. It's a really tough on your family, could be tough on your marriage. I have a daughter, and she sees me go through it. My daughter Savannah was conceived through IVF. It took 3 tries to get her, but she's our miracle baby. Um, and I wouldn't want it any other way. I have a better, I don't know, understanding of what it takes to be a mom because of what I went through to get to this point. And I just feel like some people need to hear the journey. So again, like I said, it started back in 2015. Go through testing and figuring out why things aren't working as quickly as you hoped. Um, you go through an IVF process, and they make it seem like it's so simple and it's science, but it's not guaranteed. And we were so naive to think that we had 3 great embryos. We were going to have 3 kids. And it didn't take. And it didn't take again. I started doing my own research and going through and seeing what I could do to make things different. I found acupuncture, which has been a lifesaver in so many aspects of my life. Um, and it worked. It worked with my last embryo. And we were just like, oh my gosh, thank you, Jesus. We won't ask for anything if we get this to work. And it was an easy pregnancy, but still different from if it were to happen naturally. And then we thought we were content until my daughter started asking for a sibling and why doesn't she have any siblings? So we tried again back in 2021 and we got pregnant the first time. And then I experienced my first loss. I miscarried at 9 weeks. It was during COVID. It was an awful experience. And someone can't be there to support you because no one could go in the office with you and so on and so forth. So we did it again and it didn't take. And then we thought we were going to give up, but I just turned 40 and something urged me to go through it again. I found a new clinic that had been talked about so much, and we tried again. And we tried last month, and it didn't take. So here we are again. We went through another retrieval because we only had one good embryo from the last one, and it didn't work. I had my fourth retrieval last week, and on Wednesday, we get to try again. And we are growing embryos right now, and I'm hoping to find out today what that looks like, how many are growing, and then we're at the waiting game. I don't believe I'll try again. It's emotionally, physically, mentally taxing. And at some point, you just kind of throw in the towel and say, "This is it. This is our life, and we'll be happy." But I'm hopeful. I feel good about what this outcome was this past week. Um, I hope to support other women doing this. It's harder to talk, in person when we're at these clinics and 15, 20 women with their husbands are sitting there and no one makes eye contact. Um, but sometimes people have a better ability to connect, through social media or whatever it may be. So I just felt like I needed to do this video and share my story. I'm using some things here, gadgets that I've never used before. Since I started my real estate business, I've gotten a gimbal and a Cavalier or something microphone. So I'm trying them out. Never done this before. And I'm hoping that I can touch some people so they can reach out and not feel as lonely as I have felt at times, although I do have a great support system. It still can feel lonely when you're going through infertility and you have people around you, especially an older generation that's doesn't understand the concept of science and how this works and why it doesn't work because it's not guaranteed. You think you're putting all this time and effort and shots and pills that it has to work. It's science, but nature still has to take its course. So I can leave my contact information below if anybody feels like they want some answers to some things I've been through. Again, it's been 4 retrievals and coming on 7 transfers. I may go into each experience because I have been journaling throughout the years at a later time. If that's something that people are interested in, please, leave a comment, contact me. I'd be happy to get into more details. And I hope that if someone's hearing that someone else is going through this experience, it helps them ask the questions and get some answers that they want as well. Until next time.